Again, good afternoon. Happy 10 days into the new year already. And I'm just going to go over the two trades for gold that I gave both yesterday and today that got the team 100 pips, and also the US 30 trade from yesterday. And the reasons why I did it, the strategy I used behind it. And if you pay attention, guys, you can use the strategy too, by all means. But if some of it makes sense to you and you'd like to learn more, then do feel free to join up with, first of all, the free group where I'll place one signal a day in there for you just to get used to it. And then the premium group where I'll give you an analysis and exactly why I'm taking trades. And then you guys can choose to follow along if you like and take the trades as well. I'll, of course, give you a stop loss and the signals of when to get in and when to get out. So let's dive into, first of all, today's trade, and then I'll go over yesterday's, because yesterday's was more intuition rather than actual setup, because price didn't actually reach my area yesterday, but I noticed a rejection and a reaction in the market. So I gave the signal, and with the stop loss and 100 pips were gained. But this is what we're looking at today. So this morning around about 8 a.m., I posted this in the group. This is where it was at, probably, yeah, more like there. And I could see some consolidation here. Okay, sideways movement basically. Yeah, you could. Yeah, let me just delete this for now. Consolidation. So it wasn't breaking below here. It wasn't breaking above here. Okay. So this is immediately told me. Excuse me. Let's turn this off. Told me that this is an area of interest, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to look for what's happened previously. So this is where we was at this morning, right? Prior to that, if I look back, I can see an imbalance here. Okay. Imbalance is basically, go on to the 1 hour. Help you guys see it a bit clearer. Yeah, there we go. Imbalance is where basically the market's made a big move. That's basically a huge candle, and it's left a gap. Okay. Very, very small gap, but we have an imbalance there. So what I want this to do is I want this to be filled. And when this gets filled, I'm going to take the trade. So this is my supply zone on the 1 hour, right? This candle here. Basically, it's the last candle up before the big move down. Okay, you can see here, this blue candle up and then a big move down, right? So that becomes my supply zone. But obviously, that to me is a bit big. Okay, so we've got 40 to 36. That's 40 pips. So I want to try and get that a bit smaller. So then it's less risk. Okay, so then what I'll do is I'll go down to the 30-minute. Still looks about the same. 15-minute. And then now you can see that I can make this a little bit smaller like that. Okay. And that matters. That's an extra 10 pips. Okay. So when it reaches this box here that I've marked out, all we do is we see how price reacts and we execute. Okay. So price is coming up here. It's taken out this liquidity. Right. So I can remove that. And now all we want to do is once it enters this area, I would have given the signal. Okay. And I'll put in the Telegram group, sell gold now, stop loss XXX, right? So let's just see what happens. Okay, it's not reached it yet. Not reached it yet. And then bang, see that? Straight in there. As soon as prices got into there, I did that with the stop losses 2043. 2039 is when we entered, because remember, these are 15-minute candles. So if I go down to the 5 minutes, you'll see it a bit clearer. That's where we entered. And first of all, we always want to aim for a 1-to-1. So 40 pips, we want to aim for 40 pips, and then 80. And then if we can get our 100 in, fantastic. And then this is what happens straight after. As you can see, no drawdown, rejected. And that's what it's been doing today. And that's currently where it's at. 100 pips, 100 pip gain. Leave the trade, get out. That was a 3-to-1. Wonderful stuff. And it is as simple as that. I teach the strategy in the group. I'll also put recordings of exactly what I'm looking for, and I'll explain to you very briefly now, just in case anyone's interested. So where I look at in the morning is basically, ignore I've got that. I see an imbalance, okay? Let me just go back a little bit. Right. Let's make it a bit clearer for you guys. I've got my consolidation box, right? I've marked this out because there's a sideways movement, okay? And then what I'll do is I'll look at where price is at right now, and I'll drag my Fibonacci tool from the top of where it's been, which is here, down to the bottom, which is the lowest point it's been whilst, I don't know, whilst I was asleep, and I'll drag it across. And I like to get in the 0.76 to 0.785 area, which is just here. And that's how I mark out my zone. Very simple. No, don't want to complicate it. Mark out that. And then next is, I want to see where the liquidity is. Liquidity is basically, you can see them by their spikes in the market here, the highest point. And then I'll mark out the liquidity there, right? Once this liquidity has been taken, then I'm going to look to see if this gap gets filled. Okay, if that does that, and then the gap gets filled, that's it. I'm in that trade, no problem whatsoever. And as you can see here, as price went on, straight away took out that liquidity. Okay, but it's not reached our area yet. And then into our area here, and that's where we get into the trade. And of course, we just put our stop loss, like I said to you, around 30 to 40 pips. And of course, ideally, you want to target these lows down here, but we don't know how the market's going to play out. So basically, just manage our risk. And that's where we're at right now. Okay. That was the gold given today. And as you can see, it's still running nicely. If we leave it to run for the whole session, then we could potentially be seeing here, and even more so, 2017 area. That's a key area. So we could see this whole move here today, which would be 200 pips. Okay, awesome. And just as proof, there's the trade given today. Stop loss 2042, 2042. And look, 20, 30, 50, 70 pips. And that's how we're doing so far. This was given in the premium group. And then yesterday's trade was DJ30, Dow Jones 30 or US 30. I gave this at 7 minutes past 6 yesterday, and we made 100 pips from that as well. So ignoring where we're at right now, because I'm showing you yesterday's trade. This is where we were at. Now, a lot of people will get into the trade for US 30 around about 2:30 UK time, because that's when most of the volume comes into the market. But I don't necessarily like that, because you see a lot of quick movement down, quick movement up, quick movement down. What I've noticed, and I will share this with you guys to help you become better traders if you're interested, is if you see these things here called bill auctions and bond auctions, note auctions here, you can find this for free on my FX book at 6 p.m. or 4:30 or 5 p.m. usually UK time. That's when a move will happen, depending on the outcome of that of the news. So if I just show you here, obviously the market, when the US session opened, market dropped down, took a reversal, come back up to this area, ready for the release of the news, which if I just show you yesterday. There you go, 3-year note auction. Okay, I'm not 100% sure whether this has anything to do with US 30 just yet, because I'm still studying it, but it just seems to make moves when that happens. So I'm guessing it does. Like I said, I'm going to look into it more. But like I said, if I've noticed something that can make others money and improve, then I want to share it with you. So at 6 o'clock, it was released as less than previous. That to me, less equals a sell-off, right? So what I did, so waited for it to reach its area, reach this key area here, which I'd already marked out. And the reason why I marked out is because we had a big sell-off last time it was there. Quite simple. and also putting my stop loss above here means it's a 30 pip stop loss on US 30, which is, very good. So as time moves on to 6 o'clock, there you go. If I just go back one. Okay. News is going to be released on the next candle, so it will push up to take the sellers out who are here. I wait till after that, okay, to then give the trade, basically. Pushes up, takes anyone who had a stop loss here out, and then I'll wait to see how it responds on the next candle, which is exactly what happened. And then bam, see the candle coming down with a lot of volume. We're getting a sell, put the stop loss above, and as you can see, beautiful 100 pips made within half an hour. That was awesome. Now, obviously, it can go against you, so that's why you have the stop loss in place. But that's how we got into that yesterday. Like I said, US 30 is really about marking out your zones in the build up to when you plan on taking the trade, and then getting out quick if you're wrong. But with gold, similar, looking for the supply and demand zones, and then just taking the trade once it reaches your target. Okay. So, like I said, guys, if you want to join the free Telegram group, it's in my bio. You get one trade a day there. You can copy that and see how you get on. And then if you're interested, you can move into the premium group, which comes with a small cost because I have to pay for certain softwares as well as, my time and my effort for you guys. And also, I know you're going to make more money from it. So why not? Then can join the premium group. But get in touch, guys, and hope you have a great rest of your afternoon. New York Stock Exchange time. New York Stock Exchange has just opened, so I'm expecting some quite big movement right now. If I just fast forward this, see where we're at right now. See how quick you can move time forward. It's awesome. 9 a.m., 10:30, 12, coming up to 2:30, which is when the big movement happens. And there you go, bang. See that 2:30 candle opened. 2:30, the candle was opened and shot right up. So that's what we're waiting for later on. We don't get involved in this movement right now. We're going to wait till whenever this news is released. Where are we looking? 4:30 and then 6 o'clock again. So probably wait till 6 to get into in a trade here. Although, Anyway, I'm not going to tempt myself. Anyway, guys, I hope that's helped anybody that's interested in trading. Remember, you don't have to do any of this. The great thing about Forex and what we offer is that we can do all this for you. But if you are somebody who's interested in learning new skills that can last a lifetime and beyond that, then get in touch. Ciao.